Quick question, besties. Have you ever tried healing yourself and immediately needed a nap, a snack, and a small emotional support animal? Good. Then this video is for you. Wow, that was a rough one. All right, messy besties, welcome back to the coven. It's day 6, and today we are talking about shadow work without the dramatic music, the sobbing on the bathroom floor, or the belief that you're not suffering, you're doing it wrong. Because listen, I'm a witch, not a martyr. And I don't know who decided healing had to feel like emotional CrossFit, but today we're renegotiating that contract. Let's clear the cauldron real quick. Shadow work is not trauma dumping at 2 a.m., reliving your worst memories for character development or fixing yourself like you're a haunted appliance. Shadow work is noticing patterns, getting curious instead of cruel, asking why did that bother me instead of what's wrong with me. That's it. That's the spell. And if you were raised to survive, to stay quiet, to be strong, to not rock the boat, this work can feel scary. Not because it's dangerous, but because it's unfamiliar. Here's today's radical idea. You do not have to cry to heal. You do not have to bleed to grow. You do not have to revisit everything to move forward. Sometimes shadow work looks like laughing at yourself, catching a reaction before it hijacks your day, saying, huh? That was the old me talking. That's not avoidance, that's interrogation. And honestly, at 55 plus, I'm not crawling through emotional tunnels without snacks and a flashlight. Respectfully. Here's today's shadow work question. No journaling required, no candle budget necessary. Say this out loud or think it quietly. What am I afraid would happen if I didn't react this way? That's it. Not why am I broken? Why am I like this? What's wrong with me? Just curiosity, because fear is usually the shadow wearing a trench coat pretending to be logic. Humor is not avoidance, it's medicine. Some people think if you joke, you're not healing. I disagree. I think humor is how the nervous system exhales. It's how the body says, okay, we're safe enough to keep going. If laughter shows up during your healing, don't shoo it away. Invite it on in. Hand it a chair. We're not here to suffer correctly. We're here to live honestly. If you're watching this thinking, I should have figured this out earlier. No, you figured it out when you were ready. Shadow work isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before survival took over. And that person, they're still here. Sometimes in a witch's hat. Sometimes holding coffee. Sometimes laughing through the fear. All right, messy besties, if you made it all the way here, drop the word curious in the comments below. It tells me you didn't get bored with me by now and think you already knew how I was going to end things. If you have anything you need to say, put it with it. Don't hold back, don't hold it in. Don't let it fester. Share what's on your heart. Sharing it helps you, and that too is a part of my vision for shadow work without crying on the floor. If you need to summon me before tomorrow, you can find me on Facebook at The Carnivore Witch. And if you subscribed and rang the bell, then you will be the one being summoned as soon as I upload another video. Post in the community tab here on YouTube. I believe it will summon you. Or should I ever figure out how I would go about going live and having a magical streaming party for all you besties, and I said streaming, not screaming. I think it's best to clarify that so our messy bestie, Felicia Mary B, Should she explode in all of her exciting glee, she doesn't do some damage to the eardrums of those of us who wear headsets to listen when we watch videos so not to disturb our captured or captive ones and little witches, wizards, warlords, and sorcerers. Thank you for showing up for day 6. Thank you for being brave enough to feel things with me. And thank you for being part of helping build this magical, messy community. Feel free to share this video with a friend or a loved being who could use my witchy wisdom and hilariousness. And don't forget, bestie, your like is basically a tiny sparkly hex of healing vibes, a gentle nudge spell, if you will. It's like telling the universe, hey, sprinkle some glitter on this soul stat. When you send this video, it's less forwarding a clip and more dispatching a magical raven carrying permission slips for healing. No suffering required. And as always, I love you, messy bestie. If no one told you today they love you, then no, I told you first. And not just with words, my dear. I've brewed a potent potion of infinite love and sparkly vibes, stitched with giggles and a dash of mischief. Side effects may include spontaneous broomstick rides, hiccups that sound like cackles, and uncontrollable fits of grinning. You're officially bewitched, bestie. No counterspell required. So stay strong, stay messy, but don't forget your magic. I may be the witch, but you are the magic. I'll see you tomorrow, messy bestie.